First of all, amazing setup chapter, one of the most action intense chapter in this arc, in the entire arc. And our boy Sanji finally turns up a little bit. Now we got a GOAT cover page this week. Obviously it's a request. The legends themselves, yo, Rayleigh and Roger. So that's definitely an A+ for this chapter already. Now the start of this chapter was just typical Luffy. Like, how can this man be taking a nap when they're about to take down a Yonko Big Mom, and this man is taking a nap? That's just crazy to me. But you know, this is regardless. This is how Luffy rolls. So I was kind of expecting something like this would happen. He always comes in at a clutch moment, so you gotta give it to Luffy, man. And I hope the Vinsmoke are not as clueless as it looks. The thing I find suspect with Oda is that he's only highlighting Reiju's thoughts at this point. He never really went in depth with Ichiji or Judge, so it might be the case where, as if everything goes well, the Vinsmoke will follow along with it. But when shit hits the fan, that's when the Vinsmoke might pull out whatever secret backup plan they have, which is going to happen because shit just hit the fan. And they might have purposely taken Reiju out of their plan due to the fact that she still has, you know, human emotions just like Sanji. So there might be some correlations there. Maybe they knew she was going to be against the plan, so they didn't talk to her about it. And that's just a backup plan, because I think the Vinsmoke would have gone through with it, but they have a backup plan if things get kind of crazy. That could be very well be a possibility. If that's not the case, then these guys are really cool for nothing. But I ain't sleeping on Ichiji though. He looks like he could handle himself for whatever comes his way. I don't know, we might get Katakuri versus Ichiji next chapter. I don't know, yo. Now this chapter actually confirms that Katakuri can see in the future of whatever he's looking at. Again, I'm not sure how long his limit is, but this chapter just proved it was around, you know, 5 to 10 seconds, because people were still in disbelief in the when he was first introduced. People were like, nah, he's just predicting. This man can actually see the future, alright, so stop sleeping. But I'm surprised Capone didn't do anything in this chapter. I'm pretty sure he took Katakuri's observation into consideration for his plan, but we'll see how that goes, because Capone was just kind of like a side character in this chapter. He only had one panel for himself, but there was a spooky panel with him with the guns and everything, so I don't know about that. Did anyone get some new Straw Hat vibes when we got a glimpse of Pudding's backstory? Not me, but it seems like Oda is pulling a typical shonen card by making Pudding, who is portrayed as a bad person at the start of this arc, more redeemable. And Sanji's reaction was something I did not expect. How can a man like just see a girl with like 3 eyes and it's like, oh, that's beautiful? That was just so random. He might be acting, but I think that's just who Sanji is. You know, at the end of the day, you could be anything and female and Sanji will still fall for you. So it doesn't matter if you got a third eye, third leg, anything, yo. As far as you female, Sanji is getting on that. But it seems like Pudding may work against Big Mom starting from now. If there's a chance she can escape from Whole Cake, I definitely think she'd do it given the situation we're in right now. And our boy Sanji with them observation feats, yo. There's a reason why Oda said that Sanji's specialty was observation amongst the monster trios. Sanji dodged a bullet from a man who can see 5 seconds in the future, yo. That's definitely a feat for Sanji. I think it's time for Oda to bring this man to the beast he was, man. Back in the days, man, them anti-manner kicks, yo. Because Oda has been doing Sanji bad for the longest, so it's finally time we see some greatness with Sanji. Now, the biggest thing of all in this chapter, the very same chapter the cake was shown, the cake was also blown to bits by Luffy. Again, typical Luffy, man. Like, if you want someone to mess your wedding up, definitely count on Luffy. We kind of saw this coming. You know, this is Luffy's grand entrance that he wanted to do against Big Mom, so we know Big Mom is gonna go ham the next chapter, yo. This is crazy. I was on Brago's stream and yo, the reactions, yo, this chapter is kind of lit, and things will probably get even worse if the picture of Mother Caramel gets damaged. But what an amazing chapter, yo. This was mostly set up though. I give it a 9 out of 10. People might think I'm overrating, but yo, I enjoyed this chapter. It was 19 pages long. The last chapter had like 13 pages, so Oda definitely put in some work in this chapter. Like, the tension just kept building up. After we were like turning the pages, the tension just kept rising, bro. Like, I cannot even imagine what's going to happen in the next chapter. it's just gonna be a mess. Like, we've got Capone, we got Luffy, Katakuri coming through. He looks like he's ready to ball, bro. But yeah, we're definitely gonna see some fights. Hopefully we finally see the Vince Muck in action. I know Yonji gets like the worst out of it, but I'm thinking Ichiji and Niji might be monsters, yo. You know, there's a lot of hype surrounding Ichiji, especially Ichiji, because he looks the coolest out of them and the strongest. I'm not sure what to think about Judge at this moment, because I think he's just clueless, yo. But yeah, man, overall, just a GOAT chapter. It is Pharaoh, and I will see you guys later. Peace.